If you're in a leadership role, I'm willing to bet you've asked yourself this question lately. Is my team really ready for AI? There's this widespread anxiety that the workforce is the biggest roadblock to adoption. But what if that whole idea is just a myth? Okay, let's get into it.
We're going to take a look at what the data actually says. And honestly, it reveals this fascinating paradox right at the heart of how AI is being rolled out. It all kicks off with one big question. This is the question that keeps executives up at night, right? Is it the fear or the skepticism, or maybe a lack of skills in our teams that's holding us back from unlocking all that AI potential? It seems like a pretty logical concern, but the answer might really surprise you.
Okay, so check this out because this is where it gets really interesting. A recent McKinsey report found that while almost half of executives point to employee readiness as a top barrier, a staggering 70% of employees are saying, hey, we trust the company's plan and we're actually asking for more training. There is a massive gap here between perception and reality.
So if it's not the employees resisting, then what is it? Well, the problem isn't the people. The problem is the process. There's a missing link, a kind of structural gap between the incredible potential of our teams and the powerful capabilities of AI. What we really need is a bridge to connect the two.
And that bridge, well, that's what we're calling human-centered AI collaboration. It's a framework that's specifically designed to connect those dots, to bring human ingenuity and AI efficiency together in a really structured, purposeful way.
So, what does that actually mean? In practice, it's a system where we don't just throw AI at a problem and hope for the best. Nope, we start with people. We empower our teams to use their unique judgment and their on-the-ground experience to define the right problems to solve. Then, and only then, do we feed those really well-defined problems into our AI systems. And the good news is, this isn't just some abstract, high-level theory. There's actually a clear, actionable methodology to build this bridge. It's a pretty simple process that just fundamentally changes how we approach integrating AI.
So here it is. It really boils down to just 2 steps. It's that simple. First, you focus on the human input. Second, you implement structured AI workflows that are built to receive that input. Let's break down what each of those really means.
Okay, step 1 is all about strategy and human judgment. Look, AI is incredibly powerful, but it can't tell you which business problem is the most critical to tackle right now. That takes human experience, it takes intuition, and it takes a deep understanding of the business context. This step puts that human intelligence right up front where it belongs.
Then, once your team has defined the problem, step 2 is about making sure your AI is ready for it. The idea is to create AI workflows that don't just operate in a vacuum. Instead, they're specifically designed to take those human-defined problems as their starting point. The AI becomes this incredible engine for analysis, but its direction is always tied back to human strategy. And this brings us right back to that original idea of readiness. Because if we need this high-quality human input to kick the whole process off, then we need to completely redefine what it means for our teams to be AI ready. It's not really about technical skills anymore.
So this is the crucial point. The new readiness is all about problem finding. We need to be training people in skills like human-centered design, which is really about deeply understanding a user's needs before you build anything, or framing challenges with how might we questions to open up creative solutions instead of jumping to conclusions. We need them to get comfortable with things like A/B testing to clarify a problem and designing smart business experiments. These are the skills that produce that high-value input that makes AI truly effective.
And that, right there, that's the key. When your team is skilled in identifying and defining the right problems, that's when you unlock AI's true potential. Not just for making things a bit faster, but for genuine, game-changing innovation.
So, where does all this leave us? The big takeaway here is the need for a fundamental shift in focus. It's a pretty small change in perspective, but it can make a huge difference in your results.
Just let this one sink in for a second. The goal isn't just to make your people ready for AI, it's to make your AI workflows ready for your people. It's about building systems that are designed to receive and amplify human intelligence, not just replace it.
So we're going to end by flipping that initial question right on its head. Instead of worrying about whether your team is ready for the future of AI, maybe the much more productive question to ask yourself is this: are your systems and your workflows ready to harness the incredible potential your team already has?